How's everybody doing? It's Anthony Beckford. Just want to touch on some things real quick. It was probably the fifth, sixth retake of this video I did because I don't know. I'm just so angry. And I'm angry for a good reason. Our anger is justified. This is the fifth year. The fifth year since Eric Garner was murdered by NYPD officer Daniel Pantaleo, who is still working to this day and collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars in overtime. Our money, he's still getting paid as a reward for him murdering Eric Garner. Eric Garner did not have to lose his life. But when you have overzealous, racist, vindictive officers who feel that they can abuse black men, women, and children, who feel that they have impunity when they murder black men, women, and children, when the system provides them with that impunity, when the system makes excuses for them, when you have racist union leaders and unions like Pat Lynch and Ed Mullins and the PBA and the SBA who condones this type of abuse, trauma, intimidation, murder, brutality against black and brown people. We will always have injustice. When you have elected officials who do more talking than they do with putting action into effect, we're always going to have injustice. When you have a racist ass president who has a racist ass administration who puts racist ass people into positions, we will always have injustice. When we sit back and don't do a damn thing when this injustice occurs, and we have this as long as it's not me mentality, or we're so more worried about our privilege than our damn liberation and the lives of our future offspring, our future generations, we will not have any type of justice. All we will have is injustice. We're more worried about optics, looking right, dressing in fashionable clothes, and buying the newest sneakers, and getting the hottest deals, and maintaining our privilege, or just appeasing those who hate us. We will never have justice. We will always have injustice. When we allow judges into office who don't care about our communities, when we allow elected officials locally, state, and federally into office who don't care about us, who don't care about our people, who do not care about our futures, we will always have injustice. When we allow them to just carry on business and politics as usual. Stop trying to appease your oppressor. Eric Garner should be alive right now. If you're a true activist, if you're a true freedom fighter, if you're true if you're a true ally, if you're a true comrade, you will stand with the people and fight against those who bring injustice. You will stand with the families instead of dividing them. You will hold the families close and protect them. Instead of seeking optics, instead of going out there and putting words out there and getting cozy with elected officials who you know won't do no justice for us. But push aside those who are trying to get in to make sure that we get justice. We will always have injustice. When you're more worried about that check than you are to live your life for the next day. We are more worried about your funding in for your nonprofit organization than you are about the lives of the people who you're supposed to be helping and changing and molding and empowering. We will always have injustice. So I'm not only going to blame A.G. Barr. I'm not only going to blame U.S. Attorney Donahue. I'm not only going to blame Daniel Pantaleo. I'm not only going to blame the Staten Island DA. I'm not only going to blame the New York AG's office at the time. I'm not only going to blame the fact that Obama could have done this and the fact that Trump won't do it. I'm not only going to blame the governor for not putting something into action. I'm not only going to blame the mayor for not putting it into action. I'm not only going to blame Commissioner O'Neill for putting it in action. I'm not only going to blame the unions and so like that, but I'm going to blame those who say they stand by us, who claim to be our friends, to be our allies, to be in this movement, but all they do is show up for the cameras and they dismiss us at the end of the day when the cameras are gone. We can no longer be complacent, people. Complacency is killing us. Silence is killing us. Let your voices be heard. Those out there who complain about marching and chanting, just shut up and get out of our way as we march and chant. Because somebody has to make it happen. Those who complain about those of us in the movement that dive into electoral politics, shut up. Because somebody now has to get in there and start shaking up the foundation and shatter that foundation of systemic racism and systemic oppression against the people. My heart hurts from this car. My heart hurts for Erica. May she rest in peace. My heart hurts for the whole Garner family, man. My heart hurts for Jewel. My heart hurts for Legacy. We cannot just chant the last dying words of Eric. We must get out of the role of lip service and we must lift up our fists and we must demand justice. We must demand liberation. We must demand reparations. We must demand that it stops today. No longer shall the people be comfortable when we're out here being murdered. Every day, not only do we worry about the rising cost of rent, our health care, the disparities, the inequality of pay and treatment, but we also have to worry about whether or not we're going to live another day just because of the color of our skin. Racism was never gone. Oppression never left. So instead of many groups out there want to play Oppression Olympics, how about y'all shut the hell up and hear our pain, see our struggle. We are hurting. We are hurting. So many families out there have lost their lives. They lost the lives of their loved ones. They were stolen from them, taken away from them, robbed from them. So many have died seeking justice for their family, like Erica, like Nick. Erica lost her father, Eric Garner. Nick lost his son, Nicholas Hayward Jr. But they fought to the last breath for justice. Let's make sure those breaths are not in vain. Let's make sure these deaths are not in vain. No justice, no peace at all. Ashe.